Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, which is the channel where I went to business school so you didn't need to. And today we are talking about the latest stock market news updates that you need to know. Lately, investors have been busy digesting some job market data which suggests that the Federal Reserve might increase interest rates this month. It seems like the US added fewer jobs than expected, but hey, wages grew faster than anticipated. So it looks like the Federal Reserve Chairman, Jerome Powell, will decide to push interest rates higher to get inflation under control without causing a recession. Now let's talk about some geopolitical stock news that has benefited Palantir Technologies, ticker symbol PLTR, which has to do with the Russia-Ukraine war. The fighting has reached a stalemate, but Ukraine is hoping to turn the tide with a recently launched counteroffensive. And guess what? The US decided to send Ukraine cluster munitions, which are these small scattered bombs. Now, these things are controversial because they are banned in many countries due to their potential to harm civilians. But hey, whichever side ultimately wins, the war has already been a humanitarian disaster, with the UN estimating that at least 9,000 civilians have already lost their lives. However, this is actually great news for Palantir Technologies stockholders. The Ukrainian military is using Palantir's platforms to counteract Russian military advances. All while Palantir's other platforms will also be used to rebuild Ukraine after the war. That means it's a fantastic revenue source and amazing publicity for how their technology can be used to fight wars and rebuild infrastructure. Now let's jump into some technology news. If you're eagerly waiting to strap Apple's $3,500 Vision Pro onto your face, hold your horses. The rollout of this product is going to be a slow one. Bloomberg reports that Apple will require in-store appointments initially and only in major cities. Oh, and they've also scaled back their ambitions too. They were aiming to sell 1 million headsets in the first year, but now they are planning to sell just 400,000. But hey, don't lose hope. Apple is supposedly planning a cheaper version and a second-generation Vision Pro for 2026. So Apple stock investors, get ready for the share price to soar even higher. Now let's switch gears and dive into the world of cryptocurrencies. In the world of crypto jobs, things have taken a bit of a downturn. A new report suggests that crypto-related job openings in major US cities have dropped by as much as 80% since their highs in 2021 and 2022. Remember when Miami and New York City were vying to become crypto hubs as Bitcoin prices soared? Well, those days seem to be fading away. The price of Bitcoin no longer seems as tightly correlated with US stocks, so some investors are losing hope. However, I still plan to buy and hold Bitcoin for years to come, and I would encourage others to do the same. But hey, let's switch gears again and talk about some stock success. Meta Platforms, ticker symbol META, is dominating the market with their new Twitter competitor named Threads. Some investors call Threads the Twitter killer, and this could mean more trouble for Twitter's struggling ad sales. In response, Twitter is attempting to sue Meta Platforms, but we'll see if this lawsuit sticks or not. Now, let's focus on some automotive news. Tesla is making some moves in China, which is the EV capital of the entire world. Tesla has pledged to promote core socialist values after their price cuts posed a threat to Chinese EV rivals. Last quarter, deliveries from Tesla's Shanghai factory made up over half of the company's worldwide sales. And there's more good news for Tesla shareholders. Just listen to this. Mercedes-Benz has announced that its EVs in North America will adopt Tesla's NACS charging standard from 2025. Plus, they'll get access to over 12,000 of Tesla's supercharging stations next year. I also want to make you aware that artificial intelligence is making waves too. Nvidia reportedly acquired OmniML, which is a 2-year-old AI startup. OmniML's software is all about shrinking machine learning models so they can run on devices rather than relying on the cloud. This is innovation at its finest, so this is great news for NVDA shareholders. And speaking of AI, Google is testing an AI program trained to expertly answer medical questions. It's all about leveraging the power of technology to provide top-notch medical assistance. You should also know what is happening in the airline industry. JetBlue won't be appealing a judge's order to end its partnership with American Airlines. The deal was deemed anti-competitive, so JetBlue is moving forward on focusing on finalizing its acquisition of Spirit Airlines. So if you're interested in airline stocks, pay attention to these developments because this could be big. Lastly, let's talk about the stock market's biggest winners and losers of this week. Berkshire Hathaway, BRK.B, American Airlines, AAL, DraftKings, DKNG, FedEx, FDX, and Marriott MAR all hit new 52-week highs recently. However, the opposite is true for companies like Pfizer, PFE, Bristol Myers Squibb, BMY, Humana, HUM, and NASDAQ NDAQ, which all hit new 52-week lows. And that's a wrap for our exciting stock market news roundup. We have covered a wide range of topics today, from stocks and wars to lawsuits and even artificial intelligence advancements. So remember, stay informed, stay curious, and keep those investments soaring to new heights. With that said, happy investing and subscribe for more updates.